Hello and welcome back to Insights with Nandu. Please do subscribe, click like, comment and share the video that you like with your friends, colleagues and family. Now in one of the previous videos, we talked about trying to define the meaning in your life, trying to write the story of your life and what your life is all about. Now it's possible some of you, in the context of that exercise, wrote down happiness as one of the things you wish to achieve in life. Now there's lots that's been said on happiness, spiritual gurus, religions, they all have a lot to say about happiness. I'm not going there. I'm coming at it from a more practical, scientific and business kind of a mindset. So first, I'll share with you some very interesting takeouts from there's a wonderful TED Talk you can watch by Emily Esfahani Smith on what makes happiness. And this has been based on studying, hundreds and thousands of people over time and interviewing them and figuring out. So it turns out that what she says is that happiness is basically defined by a life filled with meaning. Now, what is meaning, you'll say? And turns out when you drill down into meaning, apparently a life filled with meaning has 4 elements that individually and together contribute to a life filled with meaning. The first is a sense of belongingness, a sense of some community with another person out there, somebody out there. It may be just the barista in your coffee shop, it may be your family, it may be your community, but a sense of belonging that's really genuine and you feel valued to be part of that relationship. The second thing, apparently, is a sense of purpose. What am I doing? What's my purpose in life? My purpose is to help people excel. My purpose is to help my company do well. My purpose is to make my family do well, to help my children grow. My purpose is to help the environment, whatever your purpose is, but have a purpose that is larger than just yourself. The larger the purpose, apparently there's more impact on meaning that you find in life, which in turn helps happiness. The third element which drives meaning in life and happiness is very rare, and it does happen, and it tends to be a moment of transcendence, music, meditation, dance, whatever, being with nature. It's very rare, and it happens to some people. But the fourth and the most important thing apparently that drives this sense of meaning and satisfaction and happiness is the story that you tell yourself about yourself. It's not the story that you even share with your closest friend or spouse or colleague. It's a story it's the voice inside your head that talks to you all the time. Do you see yourself as a victim of circumstances? Do you see yourself as somebody who can actually respond to circumstances and help craft your own path? So the more the attitude with which this voice inside the head is approaching the situations, if you see yourself as a victim of circumstances, then you see life as a zero-sum game, then you lost, so somebody else won, and that makes it very difficult to find happiness in life. Whereas the other one, the other approach, which actually says, something happened that wasn't good. Now what can I do to learn from that and make sure I come out even stronger? That attitude and that story that you tell yourself about yourself, where you take responsibility for your life, you take responsibility for your failures, your setbacks, and you say, where can I take now? And learn from that and build on this. So that turns out to be one of the most important things in finding meaning in your life and eventually defining happiness in life. In a similar vein, Professor Raj Raghunathan, who has taught at ISB, and he has one of the most watched courses online on happiness. He's a business school professor. He says, and he, in his various TED Talks, you can look at this, he talks about three elements, and it's amazing how aligned it is to what the previous from Esfahani Smith was. He says you look for what he calls M.B.A, mastery, belongingness, and autonomy. Mastery. Do you feel that you have mastery over something, some aspect of your life? Do you about a subject, over something that you're really, really good at doing? Belongingness, do you have that social connection, that emotional connection with anybody? And autonomy, do you feel you have some control over charting your life, or do you feel you're a pawn kicked around by forces way beyond your control? And within these three dimensions, and it's amazing how aligned they are with Esfahani Smith's model, he says you can approach events from a mindset of abundance or a mindset of scarcity. A mindset of scarcity sees almost everything that comes as a zero-sum game, as a win-lose situation. So if you win, I lose. If I win, you lose. And that makes all of life a competition, and makes even between these M.B.A, makes every interaction and every reflection loaded with a different kind of perspective, which does not make it easy for a person to be happy. The abundance mindset, on the other hand, says, you know what, the universe has got so much in it. And it does not have to be a win-lose proposition. You can win and I can win. So if you take the reference from a leadership mindset, for example, you frequently find leaders who approach life as a zero-sum game, as a competition, as a win-lose kind of situation, coming at it from a world of scarcity, they find it very difficult to allow their team members to shine. So they have to dominate everybody, take credit for all the ideas, and be the person who projects their own successes. An abundance mindset, on the other hand, in a leader, basically talks about helping people develop, letting people shine, and taking your satisfaction in how they shine. As they win, you also win. So this is as applied to leadership, but comes back into the whole attitude towards happiness in these three pillars of mastery, belongingness, and autonomy that you feel in your life. So I invite you to study more on this. I invite you to watch YouTube videos and to reflect on yourself when you're writing this story of your life. What is it that makes you happy? And chances are you will find true happiness does not come from something out there. True happiness is within and comes from your attitudes and your stories from within you. So identify that, understand that, and then you will be a giant step forward towards, in fact, living the story of your dreams. So do share your experiences, do share your thoughts in the comments below, and do share the video with your friends and colleagues. And of course, subscribe and like. Thank you, and see you soon.